Hi there, my name is Ferdy Korpershoek for WordPressking.com, and I believe that everybody these days should have the possibility to make their own website. That is why I put all my time and effort in making this amazing tutorial where I show you the best things I've learned the last 5 years about making websites in WordPress. In this tutorial, I will show you how to create an amazing, stunning, professional website. And if you want that, then stick around because I'm going to show you what we're going to make and learn in this tutorial. This is the website we are going to make. Really nice first look. My logo over here, a nice clean menu. I like to keep it clean and neat. If I scroll down, you see it's shrinking. So everywhere on the website I can navigate really easily. Here I have my slider with beautiful images. I can also show a video here at the background. I will show you how you can do that. And here I have some information about my company and a call to action. You also can navigate by yourself through the slider. If I click on this arrow, I scroll down. Here I show my 3 services: photography, films, and web design. Some text about what I do. Here are some results of photos of websites I've made, a video that is playing, and if I want to have more information about one of the 3 services, I can click over here on the more information button. I scroll down. Here I show my latest projects. This is my portfolio. Here I show my latest blog posts. If I hover over it, I see the title and the date. Here we have widget areas, some text about my company, a like us on Facebook box, our latest projects again, and latest blog post. Here's some information about your website. You can add some terms of services over here. And here I have my social media icons. They're all in their own style: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And if I click here, I go up immediately. I go to the About page. And here I will show you how you can create a simple text with a simple photo. Here again, you see that the background is fixed so you can see the whole picture. You can add a nice quote. Here I show you some testimonials of my clients. I can navigate through them. And if I want to change the look and feel of this, I can do it very easily. I go to edit the page. Now we're at the backend and you see all kinds of elements: a text block, a separator, special heading. And if I scroll down, I go to the testimonial element, I click on it. I want to change the view. Here it says testimonial style. I click here. I say make it a grid. How many columns? 2. I save it, update it, and I view the page again. And now it's looking like this. So you can change things very easily. I go to the services page. I will show you step by step how you can make this, again with a nice parallax background. And as you see, I have the same information as on the home page because I will show you how to copy paste elements to different pages. If I click here on more information, I scroll down automatically, and the same goes for films. So if I want to have more information about films, I click here and I scroll down. And if I want to have contact, I click over here and I go automatically down to the contact area. And as you see, the website is also optimized for smartphones or for tablets. So if I watch this on a tablet or a smartphone, you see it's looking amazing. And it works the same if I want to have more information about photography. I click over here and I go to photography. And if I want to have contact, I scroll down and I go to contact. There's also a really nice menu. It's looking like this. So even on smartphones and tablets, the website is responsive. I go to portfolio. Here I can showcase my services, photography, films. And if I want to see only the films, I click over here and I see only the films. Or photography, I see photography. And web design, only web design. So if I click over here, I can see all these images and I can navigate through them. But I also can show my photos like this. And if I think I don't want to have this sidebar, I click on Edit Portfolio Entry. I scroll down and I say no sidebar. I save it. I view the portfolio entry again, and now it's looking like this. I can navigate to the next portfolio item like this. I can show a video over here. So that's how the portfolio works. If I go to the blog page, then I have decided that I want to show my latest blog post over here like this. And you can navigate to different blog posts. I scroll down and here I can have a nice overview of my blog post and I can click on them and go to a new page. Again, I can change the look and feel very easily. I go to edit the page, scroll down, go to the element blog posts, And I can change the block style to grid layout, decide how many columns I want to have, 2 in this case, save it, update it, and view the page. Now if I scroll down, it's looking like this. If I go to Oasis of the Seas, simple text and 2 pictures. But if I go to Montana Lysiantes, I will show you how you can get the most out of your blog post by creating a video in the background and having a transparent header. If I want to change the color, I can do it very easily in the background. Some text and the video. Here I have an overview of the recent blog post in the sidebar. And I like us on Facebook widget. And then I go to the contact page. I will show you how to create an easy contact form. Have some information over here. And again, the like us on Facebook widget. So that's how our website will look like. If you want to, you can follow along with exactly the same images I use, or you can create your own website of your company, of your church, of your organization, whatever you want to do. So that's what we are going to make. If you like what you're seeing so far, please give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And good luck with making your beautiful, amazing website. There are a few things you need in order to get a website. You need a domain name, you need web hosting, you need WordPress, and you need a theme. A domain costs around $12 per year. Web hosting costs around $8, $9 per month. I can give you some discount on web hosting. WordPress is free. The theme costs around $60. And this instruction video is totally free. The first 2 things we need are a domain name and web hosting. A domain name is basically a URL over here. It's an address for your website, something like facebook.com or apple.com or google.com. If you type that in, it will direct you to your website. What is web hosting? Web hosting is a very fast computer that's online 24/7 that stores your complete website. So with a domain name and web hosting, you can create your own website. In order to do that, let's go to hostgatordc.com. And here we get our web hosting. I've been using HostGator for quite a while and I really like their support. They're always available. You can chat with them or you can call them. And if there's a problem, they're able to help you. I never had any big problem with HostGator, so I host all my websites over here. If you want to get web hosting, click here on web hosting. And as you see, there are 3 plans. This one, you can forget the business plan. It's not what we need. We will choose between the hatchling plan and the baby plan. The hatchling plan is if you want to have one website only, and the baby plan is for people that want more than one domain. So as you see, this is a single domain and this is unlimited domains. So if you're starting with one website, then choose the hatchling plan. And if you want to start with multiple websites, then choose the baby plan. You can always upgrade later. So I start with the hatchling plan. So I say sign up now, and then we have to choose our domain name. You can enter your domain name. If I say I want to have Facebook, I click on enter. It says facebook.com is not available. So you need to find a domain name that's available. In my case, I will try Enfold. That's the theme we are working with, 2017. I press enter and it's still available. HostGator gives me some different options, but I don't need that. I only want the .com. After .com, the .net and the .org are the best ones, but I always stick with the .com version. I scroll down. I don't want to have domain privacy protection. I can edit and then people can see who I am, but I want people to know who I am, so I don't use it. And I scroll down. We just chose the hatchling plan, and here we have the billing cycle. The longer the billing cycle, the more discount you get. I like to choose for 3 or 6 months. Then you get some nice discount, and then you're not stuck if you don't want to get along with your website. Let's say 3 months right now. My username will be Enfold 2017. My security pin will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need it if you have any questions. At the customer support, you need this code. And here we need to enter some billing information. So my email address, Enfold 2017 at WordPressking.com. And it's important that you use the right email address. You need to have access to this email address because HostGator will send some important information to this email address, Enfold 2017. So I will fill in this information. And here we can choose our payment type. I like to pay with credit card, so I fill in my details over here. And my account use is business. I scroll down And here are some additional services. I don't use these because you can always add this through WordPress and it will be free. So I don't need this. And then you see it's $45.80, but I have a special coupon code for you. It's WordPress King 25. And if you validate it, make sure this one is unchecked again, and then it will be $37.59. Maybe you will get even more discount. And when you use this coupon code, I get a commission that helps me to make all these tutorials. You will not pay more, but I will get a commission. So thank you for that. It supports my channel very much. And then here you have to agree to everything. So I do that and I say, check out now. And here we are. Get ready. We're setting up your account. So I will go to my email address. And here you see, thank you for choosing HostGator. And this email is very important. My account information, I click here. And here I have access to my control panel. So I click on this link and then I can log in. So I have to get my username, Enfold 2017, and my generated password, copy, paste, and I can log in over here. I close this pop-up, and over here there are popular links, and I want to use the WordPress installer. You also can find it at Essentials, WordPress installer. I click here, and I select my domain over here. In my case, enfold2017.com. If I want to, I can install it at enfold2017.com/new or something. I type here, but I want to install it at the root. So I click on next. Before I do, here you can see, you can let people do it for you and it can cost $400 or $100, but I will show you how you can do it for free. It's not necessary to do this. So I click on next. And here's the blog title. In my case, it's Ferdy Korpershoek Media. I have a media company where I make photos, films, and websites, and I want to make a website about that. My username will be this one, my first name, my last name, and my email address. I scroll down. I agree to the terms of service, and I install it now. Installing WordPress, so we have to wait for a minute. The installation is complete, but if I go to this link over here, it can be that your website will not be active yet because you just ordered your website. It can take up till 20 minutes, maybe 1 or 2 hours before your website gets active. And right now mine is, so I click on admin login and here I am. And then I can use these settings, my username, I copy it and I paste it, and my password, I copy it and I paste it. And I say login. And here I am at the back end of my website. And if I hold Command and click over here, then I go to the front page of our website. Everybody in the world that visits enfold2017.com at this moment will see this website. I will close the cPanel and my HostGator billing tab, and I go back to the dashboard. What I want to do, I want to clean it up and I want to change a few things. The first thing I want to do, I want to go to users, click on myself, scroll down, and I want to add a first name and a last name. First name, last name, and then I can choose display name publicity as Ferdy Corp over here, or Ferdy Korpershoek. I prefer my whole name, so I choose Ferdy Korpershoek, and I can change a new password over here. So I choose a new password. I have to confirm the use of a weak password, and I say update profile. Now if I log out and I log in, I can use my own password I know by heart. I say remember me and I log in. So I want to clean this up. How can I do that? I go to plugins and I want to delete a few plugins. I close this one, I close this one. I don't like this, no thanks. And I want to do a bulk action, which means I select all the plugins except for this one. And I click on deactivate, apply. All the plugins are deactivated right now. And now I select them all again, except for Akismet, delete, and apply. Yes. Now they're deleted one by one. Now I go and update WordPress to the most recent update. So I click over here, please update now. Update now. And update the WordPress database. Continue. And here it is. Here I see that there are still 2 updates I can do. So I click on those. And there are theme updates. I don't need that. So I go to Appearance, Themes. And since we're not using these themes, I click on Theme Details. And I delete this one. Everything I don't need, I want to delete because it takes space. It can make your WordPress website slower and I want to keep it organized. So also this one, Theme Details, delete. Okay. If I click here now, you see there are no more updates. I go back to the dashboard and I want to dismiss some things and make it a little bit more organized. And I close this one, and this one. We have 1 post, 1 comment, and 1 page. So if I go to the front page, I refresh it. And we can go to a blog post. It's called Hello World. If I click here, you will see enfold2017.com/index and a date. I don't like this. So what will I do? I will go to the dashboard. I go to settings and permalinks. I want my whole website to be clean. So I rather have enfold2017.com/hello world. So I go back to permalink settings and I click here on post name. I save the changes. Permalink structure updated. I go back to the front page. I click here to go to enfold2017.com. And if I click on Hello World, you'll see the link structure is now enfold2017.com/hello world. It's more organized and it's better for Google. What's next? I go to dashboard and I'm going to delete the post and the page. And if I delete the post, the comment will also be automatically deleted. I open them in a new tab. Pressing Command and clicking like this. And I click here on trash. So Hello World goes to trash. Then I click on trash. And I can delete it permanently or empty the trash. Also at pages, I click on trash. Again, I go to the trash. I can delete it permanently or empty the trash. If I have more pages over here, I want to delete them, then I click on empty the trash. So if I go back to my dashboard, I close these tabs, you see it's really clean. So this is our WordPress website and now we are going to create a few pages. You can hover over here and go to page, or you can go to pages and create a new one. I click here on add new. And the first page I want to create is the home page. So I click here home. This is the title of the page and I say publish. That's all I do for now. Now it's published and I click on add new. The second one is about. I want people to know who I am or who my company is, what my company is doing. A little bit of background information about my company. So an about page, I publish it. I want to offer my services, so I create a page which is called services. And I have 3 major services in my business. The first one will be a page also is photography. The second one is film or videos. I add a new one, film. And the third one is web design, publish. I want to showcase my projects, so I want to create a new page, which is a portfolio. I want to keep people up to date with news and stuff, so I create a new page, which is called the blog page. Publish. And the latest one, add new, is a contact page, so people can get in contact with me. Publish. If I go to the website in the new tab, you see those pages nowhere. I go to edit page and I go to appearance, menus. And here we can make a menu. We have to create one, so my menu name will be main_menu. Create menu. And I want to select everything, all the pages over here, and add them to the menu by clicking this button. If I save it and I refresh the page, you still will see no menu. We have to assign the menu. So I scroll down, and here the display location of this menu will be the primary menu. I can also select social links menu. And if I save the menu and I refresh the page, you'll see the menu over here. And you will see it over here. I don't like this at all. That was just to show you what is possible. I save the menu, and actually I want to change the order. I want the contact page to be at the right, so I'm going to change the order of the menu in the backend. Over here is really easy. I can drag it, holding with my mouse over here. The home goes over here. About is the second page. The third one is services. And what I can do, I can make submenu items. So I have over here photography. I can drag it over here like this. Film, web design, portfolio, and blog and contact. I save the menu and then it looks like this. Or I can make a submenu. It's very easy. I drag photography a little bit to the right. Right now, it will be a sub-item of services. The same goes for film. I drag it to the right and you see a tab like this. I release it and then it will be a sub-item of services. And I could even make a sub-item in films like this. If I save it, I refresh the page, you will see services and film as a sub-item, which is called web design. That's how you can navigate through the menu. But this is not a sub-item of film, so I drag it back. And if you take a look at apple.com, you see they have the logo. And if I click on Mac and I want to go back to the home page, then I click on the logo and I'm back at the home page. So I don't use the home page. So I don't need it. Remove it, save the menu, refresh the page. And if I'm at the About page and I click on Ferdy Korpershoek, I will be at the home page. So this is what I like. But if you take a look at apple.com, they spent millions of dollars to optimize their website so that people will buy more. And this looked like crap in my opinion in comparison with this website. So I take a look at websites of big companies and see how they do it, and that's how I want to do it. So in order to do that, I'm going to change my theme to a premium theme. And in order to get that premium theme, go to WordPressking.com. Go to themes and scroll down, and here you see the Enfold theme. I click on the image and I want to see more details, so I click over here. The theme costs $60. And let's take a look at the live preview. I can choose a demo. So for instance, the default demo, I hold Command and click. And let's choose some different demos. And here you can see how it looks like. You see a logo over here, a nice clean menu, a really beautiful slider. And you see the way Enfold show things is really beautiful. Here it's animating. It's really nice Likebox. I'm a web designer myself and I make websites, and 90% of the cases I use the Enfold theme to make websites for my customers. It's so intuitive. It's really beautiful. It's really optimized for Google. So let's take a look at a different example. You can watch a promo video like this. And the nice thing about this theme is you can install all these websites as demo content, and then you can adjust it to your needs and wishes. Look at this. For instance, this website, I know a customer. It's called wecloudit.nl. If I drag it like this, let's take a look at this website, a logo, menu, nice text, and you can watch a video. If I take a look over here, a logo, the menu, the text, and the video. If I scroll down, you see something like this. If I scroll down over here, you see something like this. So you see, it's really nice what you can do with this theme. If I take a look at another demo, you see you can show your blog post a really nice way. For a restaurant, it's really nice. There are so many options with this theme. I love this theme. That's the reason why I show you how to work with this theme. I think it's the best theme out there. Not only the front end, but also in the back end. I really love this theme. So in order to get this theme, you can buy it over here at Theme Forest, buy the theme, and go to the checkout. My first name will be Ferdy. My second name will be Korpershoek. Enfold 2017 at WordPressking.com. And I go to the next. My username will be Enfold 2017 and my password will be this one. I have to say that I'm not a robot. I don't want to sign up. I agree. Create account and continue. My company name, Ferdy Korpershoek. My UVAT identification number, and save and continue. If you don't have this one, the price will go up a little bit. I have one. It's $60 and I want to pay with PayPal. I check out with PayPal. I have to fill in my details over here. And I say login, pay now. I need to confirm this before I can download it. So I go to my email and here, confirm your email to complete your purchase. And I will do that. Confirm your email. And what I can do, I can go to download, and I want to download only the installable WordPress file only. I click over here. If you don't find this page, then go. For instance, if you are here, then go to Enfold or your username to downloads. And click here on download and then click on installable WordPress file only. It's downloading right now. So what I will do now, I will go back to my website. I will remove the email tab, also this tab. I go to Appearance, Themes, and I add a new one. You can find quite some free themes over here. I want to use a premium theme, the Enfold theme, upload the theme, and I choose a file. I go to my downloads, and here it is. It's almost 70 megabytes. I open it, and I install it now. And this can take a minute. If you use Chrome, you see left at the bottom how long it's taking to upload. It's at 40% right now, so I have to be patient for a while. So the install is complete. I have to activate the theme. And when it's activated, I go directly to the Enfold tab over here to the theme options. Before we go and work on the theme options, I want to go to Appearance, Themes, and I want to go to Theme Details of the 2016 theme and delete it. So right now we have the newest WordPress with the newest Enfold version. And if I take a look in the new tab, you see this is our website right now. It's not looking perfect yet, but the beginning is here. And now we are going to configure our website. Before we do that, you can download a package with all the images I will use in my tutorial if you want to follow along with my images. You can also use your own images and logo, that's fine. The choice is up to you. In order to do that, go to WordPressking.com, go to Tutorials, Enfold 2017 tutorial, and scroll down and click here at Download the images I use in the tutorial. You can use these images. You can also use your own. If you want something to start with, then click over here. I click here. It's going to download. And I go back to our website. One thing I want to do, if I go to the front end, you see nothing is found. Sorry, no post match your criteria. When WordPress started, it was a blog website. So that's the reason why the homepage starts with blog posts. But we don't have blog posts right now. And instead of showing the blog post at my first homepage, I want to have a homepage without blog posts. So in order to do that, let's go to the settings. Over here, settings. Let's go to General and walk through these settings. My site title is Ferdy Korpershoek. I want to change it to Media. The tagline can be, you deserve it to be seen. You don't see this anywhere in the website. I scroll down. You can select the date format. I want to keep it like this. And this one I want to change to is time structure. My week starts on Monday. Site language is English. You can change it over here. And I save it. Then we can go to reading. I don't do anything at writing. And here it says front page display your latest posts or a static page. In this case, I want a static page, the home page, and the post page is the blog page. If you want to, you can discourage search engines from indexing the site, but we want to be found in Google, so I don't check this on. I save the changes. I go to Media. And here it says, organize my uploads into month and year basis folders. I don't want that. I want them all to be in one folder. So I uncheck this. It's my personal preference. I save the changes and permalinks we had already. So now if I refresh the page, you will be at the home page. You are here at home. This is our home page we just created, only without any content. I unpack all the files I downloaded. Here they are. I will drag them to the desktop. And here you can see the settings, my logo, the About Me page, what I will use. So you can follow along. A lot of pictures are from Unsplash and Pexels. Those are free image websites. You can use them without giving credit. So that's really nice. And here you have all the things you need in order to make exactly the same website I'm going to make. So I close this tab and I go to the backend over here to Enfold. And here again, it says the front page settings. And I think these settings override the settings over here. So if I would say film is the main page and I save all the changes and I refresh this page, you see now film is the home page, but I leave those always the same. Home page is my front page. And where do I want to display my blog? Over here. My logo. You can upload a logo for the best results in header, or you can change the header settings. I upload my logo. And if I click there, I can select a file. What I can also do, I can go to Finder, Enfold, Settings, and I can drag it over here, my logo, like this. Or I go back over here, I can select the files. So I go here and I select the white logo and I upload it. I click over here and I say use image as logo. You see a small icon over here. From HostGator, you can replace it with your own, and they have to be square. So the aspect ratio needs to be square, 1 by 1 or 50 by 50 or 100 by 100. I upload mine, upload files, select a file, and here it says it's 62 by 62 pixels. I use this one. You can have a page preloading icon, and you can choose a custom logo. I don't use it. My pages load very quick, so no need for that. A lightbox, it's really nice. I leave that checked. I don't do anything with this. And this I leave as it is. I save the changes. And if I refresh the page, you see my logo over here. If I scroll down, you see the menu is sticky. We are going to walk through these settings later. So let's go to the general layout. We can have a stretch layout like now if I press Command minus minus minus. You see those lines, they are stretching to the whole width of the website, no matter which size. If I change this, Command 0, I could say I want box layout. So I save the changes and then you will see, if I make it smaller, we have a box and this is the background. If we have done that, then we can go to the second tab and we could say, I want this site to be 800 pixels wide. What you'll see then, you can increase or decrease the size of your website, the width. And then if you change it to a stretch layout again, you'll still have this size like this, but your website will be stretched. I want the container width to be something like 1120. Save the changes, refresh. Often I take a look at other websites, for instance, apple.com. It's over here, Control Tab. See, it's around the same size, so I like that. I go back over here. Then here we have the content sidebar ratio, 73% is this area and 27% is this area. I leave it as this, you can change it. And then I go to general styling. And here we can change the look and feel of our website. So for instance, I could say I want it to be splash red. I save all the changes. And this is how it looks. You see not much change, only this thing is red. But if I would say modern black, you can see this is how it's going to look. So I save all the changes. I refresh the page and now all of a sudden we have a dark page. So totally different. With a few clicks, you can change the look and feel of your website. So you can take a look at a few settings and immediately you'll see the result over here. I choose splash blue and I save all the changes. I refresh the page. You see our icon over here. We just uploaded. It's looking nice. I see the color is blue over here, and if I hover over it, it's a little bit lighter, but I want this color to be the color of my logo. I have a tool, it's the color pick eyedropper. If I click over here, I hover and I click, and now I can copy this color code. And if I go to the backend, I scroll down, I can change these colors. I paste it, I copy this whole color code, and everywhere the blue appears, I will replace it with the color of the logo. And right here, it's a little bit lighter, so I paste it, and I click on the color, and then here I change the brightness to 255. So it's a little bit lighter, as you see. The same goes over here for this tab. Again, I paste it, and I change this to 255. In the footer, the same. There's no blue color. And here we can change the font size. I like open sans. The default content font size, I want it to be a little bit bigger so people can read it better. I change it to 14. Now I can save all the changes. I refresh it. Now you see this has a blue color. Now I go to advanced styling. You see there are some headers over here, recent comments, archives, categories. We can change these styles on the whole page or individually. How can we do that? I go to the backend to advanced styling and I can select an element over here to customize. I know these are H3 titles. So if I want to change them, I go to the headings, H3, and I say by clicking edit element, and now I can change the style of all the H3 titles in the website. So for instance, I could say the font color will be this one, and it needs to be really big, 40, and then I can save all the changes. And if I refresh the page, you see it's way too big, and also here. But what if I want to change only the titles in the sidebar over here? Then I can make it smaller, of course, something like 16. And I could say apply to section main content. So I leave this as it is and I save all the changes. So that means that this will not be changed, but only over here in the main content. This is still blue, a little bit smaller, and this is gray again. What I can do now, I can go back again, select again element H3, edit element, and only for the footer and the socket. And I can change this color to red, for instance. And I save all the changes, refresh the page. Now here at the right, it should be blue, and here it's red. In that way, you can change a lot of things in the website without touching the code. And if you want to delete it, you can delete it over here. I want to leave the size to default. I like the color, so I leave it. And I want to change it everywhere in the website. Save all the changes. We also can adjust the menu, but before I do that, let's take a look. I want to implement the menu we already made. So I go over here, click on menus, close this tab and close this tab. Here we have our main menu and it's not applied yet to our website. So here at display location, I say Enfold main menu. You know what? Also the footer menu. It won't have any drop downs, but the main menu will have. So I say save menu, open in a new tab. Now you will see our menu like this. I scroll down, and here it is also. It's looking really nice. And actually I want to make the font a little bit bigger and create a nice hover. So I go to menus, to Enfold, to advanced styling, and I say main menu links, edit element, the font color. It can be this color. So I grab this again. I click over here and I see this is the code of my logo and I paste it over here like this. It can be a little bit bigger, maybe 22. Let's see what happens. It's too big in my opinion. So what I will do, I will make it smaller, 16, save it. I will go to menus and change everything into capitals. I can do it like this. There's also another way, but this way is also a possibility. Services. I click over here. The latest one, contact. Save it. Refresh it. I like this. Maybe a little bit smaller. Again, I go to Enfold, advanced styling, make it 15 and save it. Now I select the links again, main menu links, edit element. Now I say apply to mouse hover state. I copy this color, I paste it over here I save it. Now if we hover, you only see here below a blue line. But if I refresh the page, you see it's also getting blue. I click over here and you'll see this blue line will stay here. So you see wherever you are in the website, I am at the services page. There's still too much space over here, so I'm going to decrease it. So go to the settings again. Now go to the header settings. Here you see what will happen when we change a few things. I can change the position of the menu and the logo. I could say the logo must be in the center, the menu below, like this. But you can also see over here what's happening. So if I change it, I would say the menu needs to be left and the logo right. You see immediately what the result will be. I like it as it is, logo left, menu right. Display of menu items as text or as an icon, like this. You can add a separator, like this. Between every link there will be a separator. And we can remove all these lines over here. I leave them as they are. Then you see here a title and where you are in the website. You can change that. You can hide it both. And if you save it, it will look something like this. No header anymore with home and where you are. I leave it as it is, but you can change it anywhere. But you can also change it on individual pages and blog posts. So I show them both. Over here, the header size right now is slim. I could make it slimmer, custom pixel value. And then I could say make it something like this. And it will appear to be quite large, like this. But I want to make it small. If I go to my logo, I see the height is 62. So I want to change it to 62. Let's see what happens. It's now 62, but now it can't shrink. Let's make it 82. Now it can shrink. I should make my logo a little bit bigger. Then if I go down, it looks perfect. And now it doesn't look perfect. But for now, I leave it as it is. And if I go to Enfold, to header behavior, you can say this header should not be sticky or should not be shrinking. And then if you scroll down, the menu stays on top. If you want it to be sticky, you can select it over here and make it shrinking. You can let the logo and the menu adapt to the left and the right of your website. So if I check this and I refresh the page and I press Command minus, you'll see no matter how big the website is, the logo will be at the left and the menu at the right. I don't like that option, so I uncheck it. I go to extra elements. A search icon, I don't use it, so I check it off. And we can have a top bar above the menu. So I could show social icons, a secondary menu. I don't have one, so I don't use it. Or I could have some extra information at the right. Welcome. My phone number. Something like that. Save it, refresh, and now we have a top bar, some social media icons, and welcome, and our phone number. If we scroll down, it will still be here. If I go back to header behavior, I can unstick the top bar. So if we refresh the page, the top bar is over here, and if I scroll down, it will be gone. Let's take a look at the social icons. Over here, go to extra elements and click on social profiles. You can also find them over here. We have Twitter, Ferdy Corp. I don't use Dribble, I use Facebook. Click on the plus to add more. Instagram. And you can fill in your own URL. I leave it as this for now. LinkedIn. What else? Google Plus. YouTube. Maybe one more. My email address. If we save all the changes and we refresh the page, you see it looks like this. Really nice. And if I scroll down, it's gone. I don't use it. You can use it. I go back to the header settings, to the extra elements, and I say no social icons and no phone number, extra information. And in that way, the top bar will be gone. Let's continue. Transparency options. This is very interesting. We already uploaded our logo. If you upload the same logo, but then in white over here, you almost don't see it. And use the image as logo. Then later in the tutorial, I will show you what you can do with this. And I change this also to white. You can have a picture over the whole website and then your logo will be transparent. It will be a white logo with a white text over here, but we'll take a look at that later. I save all the changes and go to the sidebar settings. On our archive page, do we want to have a sidebar? Yes, at the right side. On our blog page, I want to have a sidebar. On our single post entries also, that means that when somebody's reading a blog, they can go to the sidebar, see other posts, see our Facebook profile or some other stuff. So I like that. But on pages, I don't like it. So on our homepage, for instance, I don't need a sidebar. And again, if you have the contact page and that's the only page you want to have a sidebar, then you can configure that individually. But for all the other pages, I don't need a sidebar on a page. So I say no sidebar. Sidebar on smartphones, no. Page sidebar navigation, yes, that's okay with me. And again, here's a border. So if I say no border, this border will be gone. I would say with border. Save all changes. And now if I refresh it, it's gone. No more sidebar. The footer, that's this dark area over here. We can have widgets over here, widgets like the latest news or latest pictures, latest portfolio, a Facebook Likebox, an email opt-in. There are all kinds of things you can add over here. Right now, I don't use it. We will use it in this tutorial. But for now, I can say only display the socket. That's this thing here below. Here we have our menu. But this I will use later. I will leave it as it is for now. Later in the video, we'll take a look at it. And here we can take a look at right now. So I go to the backend. In the copyright area, over here we can change. So I would say Alt-G, 2017, Ferdy, Korpershoek, Media. And I can show the social icons right below like this. So I have a menu, social icons, and over here, Ferdy, Korpershoek, Media. Over here it says Enfold theme by Creasy. I want to remove that. It's very easy. Over here, parentheses, no link, closing, save the changes, refresh. Now it's gone. I don't want this menu over here. So I go over here to menus. And then we can deselect it over here, or I go to manage locations. And then we can at every menu select a certain menu. And I don't want it here in the footer. So I save the changes. Go to our homepage. And it's looking quite clean. As you see, the logo is bigger now. What I did, we made the height of this header 82 pixels. So I created a logo that is the height of 82 pixels with 10 pixels margin above and below. So the logo itself is 62 pixels high and then 10 pixels and 10 pixels. So now it's perfectly fitting. And if I scroll down, you see it's shrinking. So I like it. And now we can continue with the logo that is fitting. So I go back to the backend, to the Enfold settings. And we can go to blog layout, but I will show you a better way to use your blog layout. So I will skip this for now. Social profiles we had already. Newsletter is for when you have MailChimp. I will make a tutorial about this. And here are the Google services. If you have a Google Analytics, then you can paste the code over here. I will paste my Google Analytics tracking code here. And if you want to follow a tutorial about getting Google Analytics on your website, then click here. We can use Google Maps. You need to register an API key. If you want to do that, click over here. I save the changes. And demo import. You can install all these demos, but we are building the website from scratch. You can export your settings. You can upload your settings. You can take a look if you have a theme update. Then I could say Enfold 2017 as a username. And then I can go to Theme Forest. Take a look here at my API key. I copy it and I can paste it over here. And then the theme will be updated automatically. So if we take a look at our website, this is how it looks like. Logo, nice clean menu, title where we are in the website. Some widgets we have to fill in yet. This is looking clean. I like to work from the right to the left. So let's start with our contact page. What I want to create on this page is a contact form and some information about our business. In order to do that, let's go to edit this page by clicking over here. Here we can type some text, and if we update it and we take a look at the page, you'll see the text appearing over here. If you want to have more options over here, then click on this icon, the toolbar toggle, and here you have more options. I can make this text bold. I can give it a color. I can even make this a header. If we update it, you'll see it appearing like this. Later, I'm going to talk more about all the options over here. For now, I want to make use of the advanced layout editor. That's the editor of the Enfold theme. I love this editor. This is the reason why I am such a huge fan of this theme. There are three parts. The first part is the layout. Will it be one part or three parts or five or 2/5 or 3/5? Then we have the content elements, the text, show a team member, a nice table, all kinds of ways to show the information on your website. And then we have the media elements, images, galleries, videos, sliders. And those three parts work really nice together. So I start with a one-on-one layout element. And what I can do, I go to content elements and I want to have a text block. I drag it over here. And then here I can type text again. So if I save it, I update it, and I check it, you'll see, click here to add your own text. What we are going to do, I go to plugins and say add a new plugin. I'm going to install the contact form plugin. A really nice plugin that helps you to create a contact form on your website. So I say contact form 7, press enter. And here it is, contact form 7. Over 1 million active installs. And I'm going to install it now by clicking here. Activate it. So over here you see contact appearing. I click there. I dismiss this. And here we have our contact form. If I click over here, you see this is our contact form. You can make this really big and add more options. And over here I will show you a tutorial where I show you everything I know about the contact form. So I leave it as this. I go to mail. If somebody sends you a message, it will be sent to this address. So right now I can copy this code over here. I copy it. I go to contact, edit the page. Click over here and paste this code. Save it, update it. Remove this one and take a look. And now here we have our contact form. So if I fill this in, I will get an email in my email box. And you see, we have a one-on-one element and it's spreading over the whole page. If I don't want to spread this over the whole page, but only the half, then I can decrease it over here like this, update it, refresh. And then it's only half the page. For this page, I want to make use of a sidebar. And then I can go over here to the layout. I have to scroll down a little bit. And I want to select a sidebar, a right sidebar. And I can select a default sidebar. I have to create one for this page. I say update, and let's see what happens or what does not happen. Right now, we see a right sidebar. If I change this back to a one-on-one, full white, and I update it, you see this is the full white now. That's great. If I use a color section, it could be different. The color section has more options. You can change the background, for instance. So if I change the background to this ugly color, maybe you like the color, but for this website, I don't like it. And I drag the contact form over here. And I update it. Then you see it's overwriting the sidebar. The sidebar comes here below. So maybe you have a contact page or you have a page and you want to have a full white place, and below that you want to have the sidebar. Then you'll use the color section. I think I explained a little bit too much in the last 5 minutes. Maybe I should take it a little bit slower. But along the video, I will show you again and again how things work. So I drag this outside of the color section. And I bring it back in the 101. So here we have the contact form. And here we have the widget area. It's the same area as over here. And we can install widgets over here. I refresh the page. We have the contact form. And here I want to add some information about our company. How do I do that? I go to the backend, to appearance, widgets. We have to make a widget area and assign it to the contact page. So I say contact at widget area. And here it is. I want to add a simple text widget to this area. So I could drag it like this. Or I can click on it, scroll to contact and add the widget. You can have more widgets below each other. Now I have two. One I dragged and one I clicked. I delete one. And here's the second one. And here I say Ferdy Korpershoek media. And then we can create our content. And this is not a visual editor, but it's a code editor. So if I would say line 1, line 2, line 3, and I save it, I go to the back end of this page and I scroll down and we have the sidebar at the right, and the sidebar I want to choose is contact, and I save it and I go back to view the page, and you see line 1, line 2 and line 3 are all after each other. So I have to add some code. I can do this with a break like this, but I can also do it a different way. I will show you. So if I save it now, this means break the rule or the line. So now every line should be below each other like this. What I want to do, I want to edit the page and go to the text editor. So I click over here. Make sure you're in the visual editor, and then I will add some information that I want to paste in the widget. So my address is this one. I say Shift Enter for a new rule. Postal code. Now say Enter. That means I will make a new alinea. And I like to say E of email, P of phone number, and Shift Enter over here, the W of website. And if I go to the text over here, then I see the code. I see no enters yet. I have to make them manually, but I can edit some stuff. I want to make this big, so I select it and say Command B, or click over here. And I want to give this a color. Again, I want to give it the same color as in the Enfold settings. So I go to the Enfold settings. advanced styling. I copy this code, go to text color, custom, paste it over here, remove this one, say okay. Same goes here, make it bold, click on this color, make it bold, click on this color, and here I want to make a link, a mail to link. So I click on this icon, insert link. It automatically sees it's an email address, so it says mail to. And over here, I say make a link. I can click on the link options and open it in a new tab. So I go to the text, and right now you'll see here the code. I copy this, or I cut it, save it, paste it over here, and then here I need to have 2 times the break and 1 time closing of a paragraph, and here the opening of a paragraph. And if I save it now, and I take a look at the page, you see Ferdy Korpershoek Media, my address. My address is a little bit too long and something is still going wrong over here. So let me see. I still have to put a break after the dates. It's a little bit hard. I have to do it before the span. Twice. Save it. Refresh it. And now it's working. And I don't like this. It's too long. So maybe I should just do info. And also here, info. Save it. And now it's looking like this. If I click here, it opens in a new tab. That's what I wanted. So that's our first widget. You see a few other widgets over here. I don't like that. So I go to the widgets again. I close this. And here it says displayed everywhere. What I want to do is add a Facebook widget and remove everything else. So a Facebook Likebox displayed everywhere. Add the widget, and I could say like us on Facebook, facebook.com. Save it, refresh the page, and here it is. People can get in contact with us. They see some information about our company, and they can see our Facebook. I want to change one more thing. Click over here, press enter and say save, update, view the page. And what will you see? Contact. We are here at home/contact. People can get in contact with us, leave a message. Here's some information about my company, a Facebook Likebox, and that's how the contact page is made. So we go to the blog page and we are going to create our first blog post. This is a page where we can find an overview of our blog post, but we have no post yet. So if you want to create your first post, you can do that over here. Click on new post. And I'm going to walk you through the process of creating a blog post. I'm going to make a blog post about 2016. And I will say 2016 was a great year. And I want to make use of the advanced layout editor. So I click there. And the first thing I want to do, here is a category. It's called uncategorized. I want to create a new category. I call this one blog. You see enfold2017.com/2016 was a great year. I go to the content elements and the text block. And I'm going to type some text. I start with this text, I press enter, and you see there's some space skipping over here, because if you press enter, you open a new alinea. So I will type my text over here, alinea 1. Okay, I have my first alinea over here. I press enter, and by pressing enter, I create a new alinea and I type a new title. I press enter again and I type a new alinea. Okay, please don't look at the text. It's just a dummy text. And if I save this and I publish it and I go to our blog page over here, this is what you will see. 2016 was a great year. Read more. It is December the 22nd, 2016, 0 comments in blog by Ferdy Korpershoek. No picture. I can read more. If I read more, this is what you will see. Actually, there are 4 alineas. The first one, second one, third one, and the fourth one. And I want to style this a little bit more. So I go to edit the post. I drag this to the left. And I click here to the text on the text block. And what I can do, I can select this and I say, make it heading 1. If I do that, it will become a header. But what can happen if I have a title over here, for instance, I have this text over here and I say shift enter. I select this and I want to make this header 1. Then everything will be a header 1 because it's the same alinea. So in order to get a new alinea, you need to press enter and no shift enter. But if you want to start a new rule, then press shift enter and it will still be the same alinea, but you have a new line. So also this one, I can make it a header 1. Header 1 titles are found better in Google. So if there's a certain word you want to be found on in Google or a term, then you can use it in the title. Now if I save this, it will look like this. If the title is too big, then you could go to the backend of the website in a new tab. Go to Enfold. Advanced styling. Go to header 1, edit the element and change it to, let's see, 16 pixels. Save it. Now if I refresh it, yes, and I want to make them blue again. It's up to you what you would do with it. I make it blue, save it, refresh it. So it looks like this. I go to the post again, and maybe I want to highlight a word. So for instance, business films. I can select it, click on the bold icon, give it a certain color. Color I just copied. I can select website, make it a link. And if I click on link options, I can search for a different page. For instance, web design. I can let it open in a new tab or in the same window. And if I save it, update it, and check it, you'll see the link color will be blue automatically. If I click on it, I go to the page, web design. Maybe I want the second alinea to appear different. I go back to the post. I click here and I could select the whole alinea and say this alinea I want to align right, like this. Then it will be aligned to the right. I can make a quote. The most important thing is that we do what makes us happy. New alinea. I can select this, make it a quote. I save it, update it. Let's take a look. It looks like this. So there are quite a few things you can do over here. But what we also can do, I'll bring it back to the left. I cut this phrase, this quote, and I save it. And maybe I want to have a quote. Then I go over here and I search for special heading. I click on it. Now I can have a nice quote. I paste the text. I make it a header 1 and I want it to be in the center. And now I can change the size. So I want it to be quite big. Colors. I can change the color. So for instance, make it red. And let's see what happens. Now it's looking like this. I can click on it again, make it a bit smaller. I change the color to the blue color. And let's do something else. I go to layout elements. And if I want to scroll down and still see all the elements, I can click over here. This is what I like about the Enfold theme. And now it's on the whole page. So if I scroll down, it will still be with us. So I can say, I can drag this over here and this over here and this over here. I go to content elements and I go for animated numbers. So I scroll down and I drag it over here and I click over here. The number can be, in my case, 27. And here I can say video or film projects. We can add an icon. This one. The size of the number can be quite big. I think 60. Description, maybe 25. And we can add a link to a page. For instance, the film page. Open a new window. No. Let's update it and let's see what happens. And it will count the amount of film projects of the last year. I would like to change the color. So I scroll down again, click over here, go to colors, make it a custom color. And again, this one. Save it. Just to illustrate. Now I can delete those two areas and I can duplicate this. And here I say 14 websites, different icon. Let's see. And again, 42 photography projects. Let's grab this one. And of course, we have to change the link here to photography and over here to web design. So there's more than only styling text. If you want to in a blog post, you also can make something like this. What I can do also here in the text, I can insert a photo. If I place my mouse over here, I can add media, select files, go to blog, honeymoon, and I search for a photo of me and Anna. I could go for this one, open it, insert it into the post. Now there comes this photo into the post. And what I can do, I can align it to the right. So it will be aligned like this. And if I save it and update it, it looks like this. Quite nice. We can do much more with that. I click here again. I click on the photo. I can align it to the left or in the middle somewhere. I bring it back to the right and now I click on this icon to edit it. And I want to edit the original. Maybe I want to crop over here like this. I can crop it over here. I can save it. Now I can update it. And now you see us better. So this is what you can do with adding photos. You can add a photo, a different one over here. The second alinea, add image. find a photo. Later I will show you how to optimize it for Google. For now, I'll just import it here at the left. You can link it to a file or to a URL. Change the size. I want it to be medium. Insert it. And it will be over here. Save it, update it. Let's see what happens. So I've shown you how to create a text with alineas, how to edit the text, the colors, how to add links, how to add images, how to add different elements. I don't like this, but it was just to illustrate what is possible. So if I want to have more space over here, I can go to separators over here. Click on this icon to edit it and say custom separator, no border. I just want to have a margin of 30 pixels, no icon. Oh, it has also 30 pixels in the bottom. Now you see there's more space over here. Well, that was one blog post. I will show you some more, but that was to illustrate what can happen. But a very important thing, if I go to edit the post again, and I close this over here, and I scroll down here at the right, I see the featured image. Right now, if I go to blog, close this one, I see no picture. I want to have a featured image, so I select it over here. Then I go for this photo, set featured image. And I don't want this picture to display at a single post. So I click on this, so it won't be displayed above the post. I update it. I refresh the page. Now you see a picture over here. What I'm still missing is a small text. So I grab this text over here. This one I bring back like this. I select this text, I copy it, I save it over here. Then I go to screen options and I check excerpt. Then I have to scroll down and here I can paste the text that I want to be shown over here. So if I save this, you'll see the text of the first alinea like this. And if I read more, I see the whole blog post. What I want to do now, I want to add a widget over here. So I go to edit post, to appearance, widget. And here at the sidebar blog, I want to go to Enfold, latest news. I drag it over here. Recent blog posts. I want to show 5 of all the categories. Save it, refresh it. What you will see now is the recent blog posts. 2016 was a great year, the date, the time, and the image. So that's how you can make a blog post. I will show you some more. I go back to blog over here, create a few more blog posts, and then I will show you how you can edit the look and feel of your blog posts. So I will edit a new one, click on post, and I want to make a blog post about Montana, Lysiantes, the Netherlands. Again, I choose for the advanced layout editor, a one-on-one post, and I go for a text block. And I start typing. I save it. I want to add a featured image. I upload it. I select the file. You can find it in Enfold 2017, blog, Montana. You click here, I open it, and this image I will optimize for Google. How do I do that? I've optimized it by the title, Montana, Lysiantes, Netherlands. And I remove all the dashes. And I copy this title and paste it in the alt text. That's how you optimize for Google, and then set as featured image. And don't display this image on a single post. I post it in blog, and I can make a subcategory. For instance, film projects. And I can select a parent category, which is blog. And I say add a new category. I publish it. And if I go to the blog, you will see 2 blog posts like this, and also here. But no read more text. So again, I copy this text, go to the excerpt, paste it, but I want to do something more with it. If I go to this post, Montana Lysiantes, then you see here at the right, the sidebar, but I want to do something different. First, I want to add a video. You can go to the file, desktop, portfolio, films, Montana, click over here. There you will find the Vimeo link. I go to edit the post. I go to media elements and I want to drag a video here below. I click on it and I paste the Vimeo link, save it, update it, view the post. Here it is, the video. It's automatically adjusting to the size of the blog post. And what I want to do with it now, here we have the sidebar, but I want to work with a color section. So I drag it here above. And what I could do now, I can go to the color section. I can select a background image here at the section background, insert an image. I will use this image I have already. The size will be full size. Insert it. And let's see what happens. So let's take a look over here. You see, there's an image over the full width of the website, and below the blog post will start, the recent blog post. This is so low because it has no height adjusted to it. Because I did not configure any height. So I go back to edit the post, go to the settings here, and select a custom height. For instance, 800 pixels. Save it, update it. Let's see what happens. Now we see this. And below, the video starts. You see the picture is not fully wide. So let's see what happens there. I guess I just need a larger image. And we can make it parallax background. We can align the background image position. That comes in really handy when you open this on the iPhone. You can select on which place in the picture does it need to be focused. I think in the center and top. So I say top center, background repeat, stretch to fit, or you know what, scale to fit. So it will maintain the aspect ratio, and save it and update it. And that way you can configure the color section background. And now you will see that it's looking quite nice. What else can we do? I want to make it a little bit less high. So let's say 500 pixels. Save it. And now in this color section, we can add elements, all the same elements we have. So for instance, a special heading, I drag it over here. And then I can copy this title over here and paste it here. I create a header 1. The heading style will be in the center. And then I can change the size to 30. And what will the text be? This will be the heading text. Save it, update it, and let's see what happens. I don't like the color, so I can change it to something else. You see the white is not completely anymore. Let's see if I can do something with that. But first, I want to remove this bar over here. So I go to edit the post. I scroll down, and here at the right, layout, I see title bar settings default, and I want to hide both, update it, and refresh. And now you see the title will be gone. There will be a picture with a title. It's a parallax background. And here the blog post starts. So that's a way to play around with the blog post, how you can do that. Let's see if we can change some more things about the background image. Scale to fit, maybe stretch to fit. Let's see what happens. Yes, that is what I wanted. Only one more thing. I want to change this, of course. The picture is quite light, so I can make the color maybe a dark color. Maybe something like 444444. Save it. Like this. Montana, Lysiantes, the Netherlands. This is the title of our blog post. Here's the video. What else can we do? We can play a video over here. So I go to edit the post. Click here. Grab the link of the video. Copy it. Go to the color section. Section background. Remove the image. And go for a background video. I paste it. I save it. I update it. And I refresh it. And now we will see the video starting by itself without sound. But that's a nice way to show your blog post title. So that shows you a little bit about all the possibilities there are. I really love this theme. I hope you do too. And while we are working on this, let me show you one more thing. I go to edit the post, scroll down, and I want to give this header some transparency. So I would say transparent and a glassy header. Let's refresh this. And what you will see now is that this is the header. You see it's transparent. The logo is white, and if I scroll down, then it becomes visible again. That's really nice. At this moment, you see a white logo, and that is what we did in the beginning of the video. If I go to the backend, to the Enfold options, to the header, and over here to the transparency options, here I uploaded exactly the same logo as my normal logo, but now with white colors. You can also change the color to black. I could change this to a black logo, upload files, select files, logo, and save it. So if I would refresh it, what I will do, then everything is black like this. And when I scroll down, it becomes normal. So quite some information about how you can adjust a blog post and the layout of it. I hope you like it. Feel free to be creative with it in your own way. I want to show you one more thing. As you see right now, I don't see the logo. Now I see the menu. When we have a white background like now, then you don't see the text. So what I want to do, I want to make this a little bit more or less transparent. How can you do that? Go to wpking.com or wordpressking.com. Go to tutorials, Enfold 2017, and scroll down and copy this code over here. I copy it. Then I go to Enfold over here to the settings, and I go to general styling. I scroll down, and here you have a quick CSS area. Here you can add some quick CSS, and if you paste it over here, what you say in this CSS is the top header transparency of this page. For every page it has transparency like this. The background color needs to be 000. That means black. And the transparency is 0.6. So if I save this, let's see what happens. Right now, it will look like this. So even though there's a white background, you still see the menu. We can play around with this. So if I say 0.1, and it looks like this. It's very light. If I say 0.9, it's almost 100% black without any background transparency. So you can play around with that. I like 0.6 or maybe 0.4. Like this. You still see the video and you see the menu no matter what background there is. So I'm going to add a few blog posts. Now fast forward and then we will take a look at the blog page. Here I want to show you how I add photos to my website. There are a lot of ways. I will show a few other ways, but this is my way how I do it. I create a text over here about our honeymoon in this blog post. And then I place all the images like this. Okay, this text I copy to the excerpt. And then I go back here. How I do it, I press enter, new alinea, I add media, I upload the files, select the files, I go to blog, honeymoon, and I select the first one, hold shift, select the latest one. One of them I already uploaded, so this one I don't upload, and I open them. So here they are. They're all selected. I scroll down and I say alignment center. No link. Maybe to the media file. And size medium. I wonder if it's for all now. Let me see. No. So I deselect them. I select the first one. I scroll down. I say center, link to media file, and I want to have the full size. And there it is. I press shift enter, and now with the same settings, I can select the rest. So probably they will all be in the center now, link to the media file and then full size. I insert them into the post, and here they come. I remove this everywhere. It's an amazing photographer in South Africa, Cape Town. I save it, I publish it, and if I take a look, this is our text, and these are all the photos. If I click on them, I can go to the right and to the left and see all the pictures. So that's how I do it. And now we have 5 blog posts. So if I click here on refresh, you see we have 5 different blog posts. Also here, it looks really nice, but the day we got engaged is almost the same day we went on honeymoon, both December the 22nd of 2016. What we can do, we can click on we are engaged. And I know that was the 26th of October, 2014. So I go over here to published and I click on edit. I select October the 22nd of 2014. And the blog was written probably at 6 o'clock. So I say, okay. I update it. And in that way you can change the publish time of your post. So if I go to view the post, now it says we are engaged October 22nd, 2014 at 6 o'clock in the evening. We can do that to all our blog posts. So I just did that. And if I refresh, you see 2016, 2015, 2015, 2014. So now they're in the nice order. If I want to publish this the 1st of January 2017, then I click on the post. I edit the post and I say edit and I select January the 1st, 2017 at 000. Okay. Schedule, it says now. So if I go to the website to blog, I click on the blog post. I say edit. I select January the 1st, 2017 at 000. Okay. Schedule, it says now. So if I go to the website to blog, I click on the blog post. I don't see it over here, but if I go to the backend, to posts, I see it's scheduled, so it will be there. I will bring it back to right this moment. So I click on edit and it's 22nd. You know what? Make it 21st, 2016 at 8 o'clock in the morning. Publish. Now it's back online. That's how you can do that. And if you want to adjust the categories, click on categories over here, and then you can adjust things over here. And if I go to widgets and I want to select categories over here in the blog page, I can display everything. I save it. I go to the blog page. What you will see when you make categories, especially when you have a lot of blog posts, you can select the category film projects, and then you see all the blog posts with film projects. Well, it's the only one, but if you click on private, you see all the blogs that are private. We are engaged, we are on honeymoon. And if I say 2016 was a great year, that blog post actually is also a private blog post. Then I can check private, update it, view post. And if I click on private, now you see there are 3 posts. Also, 2016 was a great year. I want to change the look and feel of our blog page. You can do that by going to Enfold and go to the blog layout. And here you can change a few things. Let me check. Blog styling, elegant. Refresh the page. You see a different look and feel now. So here are the categories, the title. If you click on the title, you go to the blog post, the excerpt, the read more text, and the date, how many comments, and the author, and the image, of course. If I go to the blog layout, I can select a grid layout. Save all changes, refresh. Now we see it looks like this. You see everything in grid form. Or go for a big preview pic. Refresh. I like this a lot, but you can also take it to the next level. We are going to do it, of course. I say use the advanced layout editor to build your own blog layout. That's what we want to do. So I save all the changes. I go to blog, refresh, see if something happens. And now you see nothing. I'm going to edit the page. And it says you are currently editing the page that shows your latest post. I say advanced layout editor. And I go for a color section. Then I go to media elements. And I go for a featured image slider. I go to layout. I say I want to have a right sidebar with a sidebar block. I update it, close this one, and let's see what happens. This is what I wanted. 2016 was a great year. I can click on it and then I go to the blog post. I go to the right and I can see our 3 latest blog posts. Let's adjust it a little bit more. I click on it. You can select a category. You can select how many numbers you want to have over here. I want to have only 1. I want to show the title and a read more button. And that's okay. I go to content elements and I go for blog posts. I drag them below, so outside of the color section, so it will appear over here. And click on it. Display blog posts of all the categories. Single author, big preview, an excerpt with a read more link. And this is okay. Post number, I want to have 1. Or you know what? Make it 2. And here I say do not allow duplicate posts. So the first post over here will not be also here. No pagination. Always display the element. Save it. And let's do one more blog post below. Click on it. Display blog posts. Grid layout with a title excerpt and read more link. And 2 columns. And post numbers, all of them. And again, do not allow duplicates. Pagination. Yes. Save it. Update it. And now we have a really nice blog post with one featured blog, the latest one. You can click on it. With 2 more. And then the other 2 blog posts. I want to change this to 1. So I do that. Post number 1. Refresh. And now we have 1 blog post over here. 1 over here, and then a few over here. One last change. Featured image slider. You can of course configure it as you wish. I will say I want to have 3 over here. And the rest I want to have below in grid view. So here I can navigate, read more, and here I can read it like this. And again, I can still go to the Enfold settings, to the blog layout, and blog styling, make it default. So I refresh this. Now it looks like this. It's up to you what you want to do. I remove the category widget. I don't use it. Go to widgets, blog, and remove this. So that's how it works. If I scroll down, I see 4 widget areas over here and I want to change them. So I go to the widget area again. And here we have footer column 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I want to have only 3 columns. So I go to Enfold over here. Go to the footer. The footer columns, I want it to be 3. Save it. I go to Appearance, Widgets, and I go to footer column 1. I want to tell something about my company. So I'm searching for the text widget. I click on it and I want to add it into footer column 1. Add the widget. And I say Ferdy Korpershoek Media. So I save it. Let's see what happens. Here is our first place. And as we had before at the contact page, we have to make our own breaks. So I go back and I say break and another break. So we will have 2 alineas like this. The second one, I want to have the Facebook Likebox in column 2. And I say WP King, save it. And the third one again is Enfold latest news, footer column 3. How many? Post 5, all categories, only show the title. And now if we take a look at the blog post footer, we see Ferdy Korpershoek Media, W King, Likebox, and our latest blog posts. Also here at contact, you see them. You see them everywhere. If you don't want to see them on a certain page, then go to edit page. And you can go to the footer settings and say, I only want to see the socket or only the widgets. I want to see it everywhere, so I leave it as it is. One more thing. I see the quality is not that great over here, so I edit the page, scroll down, go to the featured image slider. I scroll down, I go to preview image size, and I want to choose the preview image size manually. And you see the quality is very low, so I go for extra large. I save it, update it, view the page, and now the quality is better. And now let's go to the portfolio page. On this page, we are going to showcase the things we are making or offering or have done for clients. And in my case, I make photos, videos, and websites. So I'm going to showcase that. And this is the portfolio page. So let's create our first portfolio item. In order to do that, click on New and click on Portfolio Entry. My first entry is a wedding of Daniel and Leah. I changed the names just for the privacy, but they're still a really nice couple. So I say wedding Daniel or you know what? Let's make it like this. And Leah. Advanced layout editor. And you know what? 1-on-1. A content element, and I will use the text block. I click here and I can write a text, but I'm not blogging. So for now, I will add the media. How will I do that? I go to Add Media, Upload Files, Select Files, and I go to Enfold, Portfolio, Photography, Daniel, Leah, and I will click on the first one, hold Shift, and select them all and open them. As soon as they're uploaded, I will optimize them for Google. And as you see, I already optimized them by giving all kinds of names. That's very important. If I search for photography, Maasluis, this is where I live. And I go to images. This is mine, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. So you see, if I take a look over here, I click on it. I want to watch the image and it says inside of the city of Maasluis. So you see the title is very important for Google in order to place your image higher in the rankings. Also here, Maasluis. So you can rank really nice if you upload nice titles in your images. So I will remove the dashes and paste it in the alt text. Same goes over here. And I insert them into the post. It can take a while because there are quite a few images. And here they are. I save it for now. I go to featured image. I choose a nice image. I like this one. It was a wedding of two couples. Two sisters were marrying on the same day. And I select this as my featured image. Also at portfolio, we can have categories. So I will add one. It's called photography. Add a new category. And now I publish it. And I change the date to August the 26th of 2016. Now I want to check my portfolio. So I go to portfolio and you see nothing. Why? Because we have to make a portfolio page of this page. So I say edit this page. Advanced layout editor. No element. I go to content elements and I go for masonry. I click on it. I select portfolio entries, all the categories. Yes, display sort options. Show 12 of them, that's enough. And I leave it as automatic based on screen wide. Display navigation. I want to have a load more button. Order by date. Descending, and this we will take a look into later. I don't want to have an overlay. That means that the picture is a little bit darker, and as you hover over it, then it becomes real color. Deactivate it, and I say save. Update, Before we edit this further, we're going to add some more portfolio entries. So right now we have this one. I like it. And the reason, if I make it smaller, the reason that it's totally to the left is because I did not put an element around it. So no 1 by 1, no color section. I just dragged it over here. And when you do that, then it goes outside of the borders of your website, which can be very nice. I like it the way it is. Otherwise, if somebody has a big screen and this is the area, you can see the pictures, and now the area is bigger, so the pictures can be bigger. So I like it the way it is. I'm going to show you how to add another portfolio entry, but now show the pictures a different way. And I really like this way. Add new. This is a newborn shoot. It is still photography. It is made in 2014, the 5th of June. So, okay, advanced layout editor, 1 by 1. Now I go for media elements and I go for a masonry gallery. I click on it and I can add the pictures. I will go to upload files, select the files, photography, newborn shoot, select them all, Command A, Control A, and again I will optimize the pictures. I add them all to the gallery, and here I can drag them so I can change it like I want to. And this one I will close because that's for the featured image. Here I can show how many numbers, how many columns. For now I save it. I go to set featured image, and that's the close up over here. And I publish it. I refresh the page. And here it is. I click on it. And now you see the pictures are like this. If I click on it, I can go to the right and to the left, navigate through them. But actually I want to change this. As you see, there's a light glow over the picture unless I hover over it. So I'm going to edit some settings, and now you can see what you can do with this, and it's really nice. I go to edit portfolio entry. First, I want to remove the sidebar. No sidebar for this. I click over here, and now let's dive into it a little bit more. I want to have 3 columns. Display pagination, no load more. I want to have a load more button. And here it says it's a flexible masonry. All the images are the same height, but are displayed by the original height and width ratio. That's fine. I don't want to have a large gap. I want to have a 1 pixel gap. No overlay, that's the light thing over the photo. I want to deactivate it. And I want to have a Likebox and something else. You see the title over here. I don't need that. So I would say at the element captions, no title, display neither of them. Let's view portfolio entry. And now you see it like this. And this is what I like about Enfold. It looks so clean. I really like it. Especially when you have more pictures. It looks really nice. Let me see if I can find it. Ferdy, Korpershoek.com, my own website. It's looking like the tutorial I'm making. And I go to photography or to portfolio, photography, event photography. And here I have a lot of pictures. And what happens? People can navigate through them really quickly. And then they see the picture and they're like, hey, how is my picture? After that, and they just go to the right and to the left with the arrows on the keyboard. A really nice way. If there are too much, I just say, go to the next page. And over here, I show 400 images in a really nice way. Again, you see the animation is nice. It's working perfectly, in my opinion. The best gallery I have seen in my life. So, close this. So what I like about this WordPress website till now, it's really clean. The pictures are clean. There's 1 pixel gap. If you hover over it, it zooms in a little bit. If you click on it, you can go to the right, to the left. You can navigate very easily. If I scroll down, my logo is nice here. Everything is really nice. That's what I like about this website. I hope you like it too. Okay, next thing. I will add a few more portfolio entries. Add new. So I have now 5 portfolio entries. I go to portfolio and there they are. It's looking quite nice. Now I'm going to add some films. So I click on new, portfolio entry, and again, there's Montana Lysiantes. I go to the advanced layout editor, one-on-one, and I go to media and add a video. I click on it, I insert the link. We have it already on the website, so I go to blog, Montana, edit post. Grab the link over here, paste it over here, and I add a new category. It's called films. Add new category, scroll down, set featured image. We already have it over here. And this was in 2014. Okay, publish. And by the way, this page you can also set it up like we did at the blog post of Montana. So you can also make it like this. Actually, a page, a blog post, and portfolio item have all the same possibilities. Add a new one, and here we have the wedding film of Ruth and Mariska. I go to the advanced layout editor, one-on-one, content elements, media, drag it over here. Normally my wife makes a really nice blog post about it. I'm not such a writer, so in this case you can type it over here, but for now I leave it. It's just to illustrate how to insert a video. I have the video link over here. I copy it, but for this, there's something slightly different because this is an anamorphic video. So if I go to the format over here, it's not 16 by 90, but it's custom. And the custom ratio for anamorphic is 7 by 3. I save it, films, publish. And of course, it was published before. This was not long ago, November 6th. Update. Now, if you take a look over here, you will see it's anamorphic. Really nice. You see here, like it's on Facebook. So people see that, they're happy. They think I'm going to like them because then I can see more videos like this. That's how it should work. Next one, new portfolio entry. I'm going to fast forward through this. And over here, she's called Sarah Ben Hamida. But in the title, it will be a little bit too long. But in the permalink, I can change it. Say Sarah Ben Hamida. Burn bright. So I update it. And if I take a look now, you see in the title, it's Sarah Burn bright. But here it's Sarah Ben Hamida Burn bright. So for Google, this is very interesting. Next one. So let's take a look at our portfolio. It's getting bigger and bigger. And this is how it looks like so far. Okay, one more, a few websites. I'm going to show you the first one and then I'm going to fast forward again. It's a little bit the same. Council Sluis, NL. Advanced, one-on-one, image. I scroll down. I'm going to upload all the images at once. Upload files, portfolio, web design, Command A, open them. And I will use this website. Set featured image. The same goes over here. Insert image, this one. But here I want to have a link. So I want to have a manual link. Adviesraad Samenlevingszaken Maasluis. That is Dutch. Quite a long URL, but they wanted it. Open in a new tab, in a new window. Add a new category, web design. Edit. This was also 2014. Publish. And what I can do now, I can click on templates, save entry as template, and I say web design, save it. Web design. And publish it. Change this to capital, update. And if I click on new, I go advanced layout editor, go to templates, and I say web design. Now the photo is loaded. I click on it. I change it to Jaylee Cosmetics, jayleecosmetics.com. I save the image here below or load it. In that way I can work a little bit faster. I go to the home page and I go to portfolio. And here we see it. I think it's a little bit too massive. So I edit the page and I bring this all into a one element like this. Like that. And I change the columns to 4. 4 columns. And let's see. Portfolio entries, yes. Films, photography, and web design. I select them all 3. Yes, display sort options. I want to show all. Order by date, descending order. That's also okay. 1 pixel gap and overlay deactivated. And here I will show you something in a minute. I will update it. Let's see what happens. Now it's looking like this. I don't like the text over here. So I go to masonry, element captions, title, only title, and display on mouse hover. Refresh, and when you hover over it, you will see the title. What you also see, this one is wide, this one is square, also wide. I want to make them all square. How can I do that? I scroll down, I go to these options, flexible masonry, all entries get the same height, but the image of each entry are displayed with their original height and width. If we choose this, it will look like this. The width is always the same and the height is different per picture, as you see. A different option, a perfect grid. So all the pictures, also this standing one, will be exactly the same. Like this. And in this case, I would say, let's change it to 3 columns. so you can see the pictures better. I like this option a lot. You see it's still in the image, or you can say masonry, perfect automatic. That is what we had, or perfect manual masonry. And now we can decide by ourselves which pictures to be standing and which pictures to be. I click on here in a new tab and I edit portfolio entry and I say landscape. Add, update, refresh. And now we see this is wider. So I could click over here. And if I edit portfolio entry and I go to text, I could say portrait. And if I add this, that means that it will be standing from now on. This will be a long picture. So now it's long. And in that way, you can change everything how you want it. And if you take a look at ferdykorpershoek.com, it's my website, and I go to portfolio, you see all the videos are wide, and this is how I do it. For instance, here's a long picture. In that way, you can display everything really nice. I like it. So that's our portfolio. What I like also, if I click on films, I only will see films. If I click on photography, I only will see photography. If I click on web design, I only will see web design. And that's a beautiful way to display your portfolio. What we also can do now, we have over here 3 widgets. I can go to the backend, to Enfold, to the footer settings, change it to 4, save the changes, go to widgets, and let's see. Latest news, I drag it to the 4th column. In the 3rd column, I want to have Enfold latest portfolio widget. Column 3, add widget. How many? 5 latest projects. And all the categories show only the title. Save it. Refresh the page. And that's how easy it is. I want to give this also a title, so I go to the widgets again, close this, and I say latest blog posts. Save it. Refresh it. And since we have 3 titles, I want to have a 4th, the Facebook column, and say like us on Facebook. 4 titles. Maybe change this, and then we are finished here. Our company. So it's 1 line instead of 2 lines. Maybe, no, I'm finished over here. So this is how it looks like. I really like it, really clean. And let's go to the next page, the services page. For me, it's more important that you learn a few things while I edit this page than that I create a perfect page for this website of my company. So I'm going to show you a few new things with the advanced layout editor. I edit the page, I close this, and of course we go to the advanced layout editor. I start with a color section, content element, and a special heading. I want to write a text over here. I don't know if this English is correct. Centered, and it will probably be a long sentence. So let's see how it is looking. Okay, it's okay. I think we can make it bigger. So here I can say make it 35. Update. Great. What we can do, since we have a color section, I click over here at the color section settings. I go to the background. I insert an image, upload a file, and I go to home, portray a sluis. I open it full size, insert it, and I save it, and I want my text to be white. So I go to the content, special heading, colors. I want to have a custom color, which is white. I save it, update it, and refresh the page. Now it looks like this. The text is readable. It's a white text on a dark background, but I want to see her face. So I will go to the color section. I will change the height to 700 pixels. And I go to the section background and I say, make it a parallax background. Update, refresh. Now you see her better. And this is what I like. But now you see, because there's a white text over a light area in the photo, we can do something else. We can edit the page, go to the color section settings, go to the section background overlay, and now we can make an overlay color. So for instance, I say black, and the opacity is 1.0, and you probably will have a black background like this. So I put it on 0.7 or 0.6. Let's see what happens. You still see her, but now you can also read the text. I'm going to get rid of the services. So I go over here to the right, title bar, I say hide both. And I want to give this a transparent and glassy header. Refresh. Now it looks like this. Services, we love what we do. We make photos, films, blah, blah, blah. And what else can we do? I want to change the height to 400 pixels. So I go to color section settings. The minimum height is 400 for the custom height. Save it, refresh it like this. I like it. Okay, the next thing is gonna be a one-on-one. I can click over here, and instead of dragging, it will appear down below. So if I click again on 1/3, you'll see it appears over here. And I want to open this again. So I have the whole view. And here I have a one-on-one. I cannot put a 1/3 in the a one-on-one. But what I can do, if I get a color section, I can do that. So I'm going to create 3 sections of videography, photography, and web design. And I start with photography. I go for a special heading and I say photography. Header 3 in the middle. And then I'm going to create a text block. I drag it below. A simple text. I save it. And now I go to media elements and I want to add a easy slider like this. I open it and I want to add some photos. I set this to no scaling. And these images, it would be the best if they're all the same height and width. So I'm going to try it. Let's see. I grab this one and grab a few photos. I hope they're all cropped the same. We'll see. I insert them into the image. I can change the order. No scaling. The slideshow transition will be a fade. Auto rotation, yes. Every 3 seconds. Save it and update it. Here you see photography. We love photography. And here Here's the first image, second, and the third, and the fourth. It's not satisfying yet, so I duplicate this. I close this, and then I go for content elements and I go for an icon box. Over here, I click on it and I want to display an icon above the title. And this icon will be a photography icon. I scroll down and the text is still photography. I save it. I grab this text, copy it, click on the icon, and paste the text over here. I save it, refresh it, and in my opinion, this looks a little bit better. So this one I remove, like this, and this one I will use. I'm going to duplicate it twice, and here is web design. I start with web design because it will be the same ID as photography, web design. And I will create a text over here. I scroll up and I change the icon to this one, save it, and I change over here the easy slider images. I remove those. And of course, I add these images. Click on this one, hold shift, click on the first one, and insert them into the image. Save it, update, refresh. I don't like that they doesn't show up at the same time. Maybe if I remove this one, it will happen. So I click on this icon box. I search for this video option. I say films and make a text over here. Save it. I click on the easy slider. I remove all the images. And I want to add a single image or a video. I click on it. I go to a video link. Copy the link. I change the image slide to a video slide. I can upload a video or I choose this one. I can have a fallback image. If the video doesn't start, I can choose an image. It's about Montana, so I could choose this picture. Video aspect ratio is 16:19. Hide video controls. I can mute the video player. I can loop the video and I can make it autoplay. I can apply a link or add some text to the video, but I don't want that. I save it. I update it, and let's take a look. You see the pictures are changing automatically, and here the video is starting. It's not exactly the same height as this over here. So what I prefer to use is 16:90 aspect ratio. That's a video image. This is it already. This is it not. And what I can do, I go to the backend. We have again a color section. I can edit the settings. I go to the background and I say insert an image. I upload the file. I go to web design and grab this as a background. Here I already made a different overlay color in Photoshop. You can do it also in the website, so I did not have to do this. I insert it. I make it fixed. Update. Refresh the page. Now you see the background is stuck. I really like that. So if you scroll, the background will be still at the same place. And in order to make it perfect, I'm going to change this also. So I remove those images. Go to add some images, upload files, select files, go to Enfold, to Home, Photography, and I upload those 4 pictures. And we can insert them into the slider, update, and now we have a really nice overview of the services we offer. As you see, all the same height, width. So really nice. I'm going to tell something about photography. So I go back again to a color section. From now on, I will use the color section every time I click on it once. Now it is created over here, and I want to have 1/3 at the left and 2/3 at the right. I get a special heading. I drag it over here. I drag it below to the 1/3 and say photography. H1 default style. And then I want to have a text block. I drag it over here. So I have text over here. I make a new alinea, save it, and I call this wedding photography. And here at the right, we did it already, but we are going to do it again. I want to have a masonry gallery, so I go to Media Elements, Masonry Gallery. I'm going to add some photos, and I grab all the wedding photos I have. So let me see those over here. Add them to the gallery. You can change the order and insert them into the gallery. Again, all images, automatic, based on screen wide, flexible masonry, you can do whatever you want to. I choose 1 pixel gap, no overlay, and I want to have a Likebox. And here we have it. I don't like this, so I will change a few other things. You know what? I will choose for 3 columns, and I go to element captions, and I don't want to have a title and no excerpt. So I save it, update it, refresh it, and it looks like this. If you click here, you can navigate through it. Really nice. What I will do now, in order to save time, I will copy this color section of wedding photography. I click here. Now we have another one. I drag this 2/3 section to the left, like this. And here I say films. Save it. You can have a text about films. What I will do now, I will change the background color to this color. Save it. Then I go to films. I click on it. I click on colors, and I want to change the colors to white because we have a blue background. I want to have a different text. Same goes for here. I click over here at the text block, go to colors. I change these colors to white, like this. Save it, update, refresh, and here it is. Again, those images. Maybe I want to show a portfolio area over here. So I click over here. And I remove this masonry gallery, but I go to content elements. And I go for a masonry. I click here and I select portfolio entries and films. No sort display options. Maximum of 12. 2 columns. No pagination. Based on the date. Descending order. 1 pixel gap. No overlay. Save it. Update it. And refresh the page. And then it looks like this. I don't like it. So again, I change it. No title and captions or excerpts. And I want to have a perfect grid like this. So they will all behave like this. Much better in my opinion. And you can click on it and then you go to the video or to the link. Again, I click here. I scroll down and I copy wedding photography, the whole color section, and I press Command minus, 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 minus a few times. And then I want to drag this below the films. A few more time, minus, minus, minus. Drag it like this. Or drag this one below those two. And now you see I press Command 0 again. You can change this really easily to web design. Save it. At this moment, I delete this one. I duplicate this masonry because I have all the right settings. Then I press Command minus, 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 minus again. I drag it over here, click on it, press Command minus, and now just change this to web design and we are good to go. Update, refresh, films, and web design. I can change it to 3 columns. It's way better. 3 columns. And also here, 3 columns. Save it. And what I want to do now, one more blue area. So that's the film area. I'm going to duplicate it. Command minus, 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 minus. And here you see films. I drag this one above it. And I remove this stuff. Command 0, by the way. And I go for a text block. I go to the backend of the website, to contact, copy this code, and paste it over here. Then I go to colors. They have to be white. Save it, update. Let's take a look at services. Like this. And what we can do now, it's really interesting. I'm going to add a few buttons. So over here, let's see a button. I say more information. And I want to set the link manually to £, and then I say photography. And I don't want to have an icon. No icon. Let's see how it looks. Refresh. And I like it the way it is. And if I click here, you see nothing happens. Why is that? We have to make an anchor link for this link over here. So I copy this here. I go to edit page. And because we work with color sections, a color section can have an anchor link. So I click on the settings of photography, wedding photography. And here at the for developer section ID, we can add this over here, photography, update, refresh. And if we click here, I scroll automatically down to wedding photography. So that's a really nice way to navigate through the website. So I will duplicate this. and again. And here I say link should be films. And here I say it should be web design. I duplicate it again over here. And I drag it over here and I say over here, contact. And here I make it contact. I duplicate it again. Command minus, minus, minus. I drag it over here and below. I duplicate it again. And I drag it here below. And again, command 0. I go to layout elements because then I have more space. Wedding photography, we have an anchor link. Films, we do not have an anchor link over here yet. So I say films. At web design, we say web design. Save it. And then here, of course, we say contact. Save it. And this is our services page. Refresh the page. Be careful not to have already an anchor link over here. So I go to services. We have a nice text with a background that's parallax. We have 3 services: photography, films, and web design with some images or a video. If I click on more information, I go to wedding photography. If I click here, I go to films. And if I click here, I go to web design. When somebody sees these pictures, they could think, wow, I want to have contact with those people for my own wedding. You can click on contact and voila, you go to the contact form. Also here and the other one. So that's what you can do with the Enfold theme. Don't you love it? I hope you love it. Maybe this is a good time. If you're still watching and you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It would help me a lot. And I really hope you like this theme as much as I do. And what we are going to do now, I go to edit page, close this, and I make a template of this. And I call this services. And I save it. I update it. And I have to say, I'm quite happy with what we have made over here. Let's go to the last page, the home page. I remove this one, I close it. And now I say edit the front page and they always open in a new tab. So I close this one and we go to the advanced layout editor. I go to templates and I click on services. And I update it and take a look. And this is our homepage right now. With a few clicks, we have exactly the same page. Of course, we don't want to have exactly the same page, but I want to use this also on my front page. So that saves us quite some time. What we will do over here, I will go to the settings. Title bar settings, I don't want it. And the transparency of the header, I want to have a transparent and glassy header. I don't need a featured image. And I don't need this color section. I don't need this one, this one, this one, and this one. I actually only need this area. What I will do, I will make a media element and it's called the full screen slider. I drag it here at the top. I click on it. And this is what I love about this theme. I'm going to add a few images. You can find them in the home folder. Home. Let me see. 9020 by 1080. Or a little bit bigger. Now I'll use them all except for this folder. And I say open. Insert the images. You can change the order. And I always say no scaling. I want to have it parallaxed and faded. I want to make auto rotation active every 4 seconds. And slideshow controlling style, default. You see arrows at the side. Display a scroll down arrow. I like that also. And use first slide's caption as permanent caption. I will show you what it means. If I click on the first image, I can add some captions. By the way, I can also say, where does the picture be focused? I will show you in a minute how it works. I go to caption and I say Ferdy Korpershoek media. We love what we do and maybe we can help you. Something like that. I can make the size very big, 40 and 30. I can choose where I want the set text to be. I will say center without frame. And I can have 2 buttons. The first one is portfolio, light transparent. We can change the color style. And the first link should be to our portfolio page. It's the portfolio page. You can also select a blog post or something else. And the second one is contact. Again, light transparent. Set it to a page. And of course, it will be the contact page. Open in the same window. I say save, save, update. And let's take a look at our homepage. Ferdy Korpershoek Media, we love what we do and maybe we can help you. Contact and portfolio. And what you see right now, the text is gone. If you want to have it permanently over here, click on the full screen slider again. I'm getting excited. I really love this. You know, sometimes the block thing and the setting up everything can be a little bit boring. And this is what I like the most, the full screen slider, the way Enfold works with the advanced layout editor. And I'm finally getting to it. Maybe I should change the tutorial around and show you immediately how great this is, but maybe next time there will come a lot more tutorials. Let me see, where was I? Oh yeah, here, use first slide's captions as permanent captions. And actually, I think the captions may be a lot bigger. So let's make this 55 and this one 40. Save it, update it, refresh. And as you see, it's a great way to show immediately to people what you're capable of. People see, hey, okay, this is not my picture. I have to be honest with you. But you say, okay, that's quite a nice picture. Maybe he's good. Oh, he also does love shoots. Okay. So in that way, you can showcase your stuff. As you see, again, the text is a little bit hard to read on some images. And to solve that, you can go to the full screen slider, click on it, and go to captions and say center framed. If you do that, it will look like this. I don't like it as much, but in that case, you can watch the text on every image like that. So if there's the image with the white background, you still see it. Then you can go to portfolio or to contact. So that's how it works. Really nice. And then we have here our things. And if we click on more information, nothing happens because we don't have an anchor link below as in the services page. So we have to change those. So I click here, change it to a page, the photography page, and this one to a page, the films page. We did not do this in the tutorial, but my purpose is to show you how it works and how you can do it yourself. Otherwise the tutorial will be too long. And web design. And what I like to show after that, I open this like this again. I go to the layout elements, color section. I add a special header, bring it to the center, and it's called latest projects. H1 in the center. The default size can be 40. And below that, I want to show a masonry again. Like this, I click on it. I go for portfolio entries, all of them. So I don't select them. No sorting options. Display 4 numbers, 4 columns. No pagination. Order by date and make it a perfect grid. 1 pixel gap, no overlay deactivated. No element, captions and stuff. And then I duplicate it. So I have it here again. And I say latest blog posts. And the colors, I want to make them white. And why? Because the background is already white. Because I want to change the latest blog post color background to blue. Change the section background color to this color. Save it. Then I go to the masonry of the blog posts because it's still a duplicate of the projects, of the portfolio project. So I change this to category. And I don't select anything, so it will select everything. And I save it. Update. Refresh the page. So we have our images over here, our text, our call to actions. Here, an overview of our services. We can go to the page, our latest projects, and our latest blog posts. What I like to do, one more thing, go to the projects, go to element captions and say display title only on mouse hover. Same goes for blog posts. Element captions, display title, only on mouse hover. Save it, update it, refresh. If I hover, you'll see the title. One more thing for the homepage. I'm going to upload a new image over here. Full screen slider. Add an image, upload a file, select files, go to Enfold, Home, Photographer Rotterdam. Here it is. It's not full HD, but that's no problem. I insert the image. I want to drag it up like this, save it, update it. Let's take a look over here. It's looking really nice. But if I want to take a look at this photo on a smartphone or a tablet, it would look like this. And you don't see the couple. And I want to see the couple. So you can change the focus of the image. As you see, this person is in the view. She's not. He is. He is not. So how can we change that? Go to edit page, to the full screen slider. And if I go to an image, I see the image position is at the top left. So if you watch this on a smartphone or a tablet, the focus will be on this area. But the couple is here at the right in the middle. So I go for center, right, over here. Now if I save it, I update it, nothing will change on these images on a desktop. But if I take a look on a smartphone and I refresh this page, you will see the couple is now in the middle of the picture. So in that way, you can change it everywhere. So that's how it is done. Let me go to the About page, the latest page. The latest page, About Me, I forgot it. I will do it fast forward because it doesn't take too long. And I think I showed you a lot about the advanced layout editor, so you know how it works now. So let's fast forward. Okay, one more thing. We have testimonials. I click on it. walk you through it. The first name is Leanne, and she can have titles. She's CEO of Times. Wait, I don't know. Insert an image of her, upload a file. Let me grab those 4 images, or 3 and 4. Open it. And let's start with the first one. Insert it, and I make up his name. He will be Derek. You can have a website. This one, website name is Times. I save it, and I save it, and I update it, and I check it. I have a text over here about photo. You deserve it to be seen with a color overlay. This can be bigger, this can be lower or less high. Derek, really nice guy, but I can't read what he's saying. This is how it looks like. Now, you don't see a lot, so let's see what we should change. The colors should be default. Testimonial grid, I want to have it large. And auto rotation, even though he's the only one, I click over here and there's no text. I don't know why. So save it. Let's see. So that's how it looks like now. I can go to the right or to the left if I have more testimonials. So next one, I want to copy and add one. So I change the name and I change the picture. This one is Claire. Claire, she has no title. Save. Save. Right now, update it, refresh it. And you can toggle and you can go to the right like this. I will duplicate them for now. So I can say copy and add, and then we can showcase them a different way. Make it a testimonial grid with 2 columns, update, refresh. Now it looks like this. And also here, you can make it a different background. Insert an image. Insert image overlay. Black. 0.8. Save it. Update it. Refresh. And that's how it looks like then. So if we take a look at our website, we go to the homepage, a nice image. You can say something about yourself, call to action. You can show something about your services. People can watch photos and videos. They can click on more information and then go to that page in the website. An overview of our latest projects, really nice animation. Our widgets about our company, like us on Facebook, our latest projects and latest blog post. Some information about our website. Some social media stuff, an about page, about me, a nice title, some testimonials, our services, a page with an overview of what we are capable of. You can click here and go to the link immediately. Really nice. A contact form, if you click on contact, you go to the contact form. By the way, if you click over here, you go back up. A portfolio page where you can select what you want to see. You click on something. You see the pictures over here. There are also different ways to show pictures. Our blog with a nice blog overview. No duplicate posts. You can read more over here. and then go to a different blog post. As you know, Montana Lysiantes. You can change the blog however you want it. Start with a video with a nice title, with a video over here. And we have our contact page where people can get information about us and get in contact with us. Congratulations with your website. You have a beautiful website right now. And I hope you will get a lot of customers and build your business or your organization. Again, thank you for watching this tutorial. Please like this video, subscribe if you want to have more videos, and then I will see you next time. Stay tuned, because in a few seconds I will show you some follow-up tutorials about SEO, about making a web shop and other stuff. I wish you the best. Bye bye.